Hello, lovely people of Facebook. This is live. It's become a weekly live almost since I've been doing this every 1 week or 10 days. So how are you people? How are you all over the world? Since we're live, I do encourage you to comment, ask, tag your friends if we can do this in a live video, or do whatever you want. This is your chance. We'll be live for about half an hour. So I'm live from Ljubljana again. Every time I start this recording, it's a beautiful day because I only go out with the camera and all this equipment I use in beautiful days. So I always start with the weather and then I continue with the corona updates. So the weather is really, really nice today. I've been even thinking for the first time this year, yes, true, to be going into the city center with my bike, but I haven't decided yet because whenever I do that for the first time in a year, it's really hard. So maybe next time we meet, I'll be doing this. Today's plan, as you can still see, I'm not wearing a mask. I don't think we need to wear masks outdoors. I'm not sure, but I don't see anybody, almost anybody, doing it. So I assume not. And we'll see. If someone screams at me, then I'll just put it on. I have it here in my pocket. So how are you doing, people? How's life where you are? It is now 4:30 p.m. in Slovenia. We are on European local time. And I found it a beautiful time for a walk in Ljubljana. I know we've been to the Old Town already, but I just want to show you something else today. It's not really like this shopping tour that usually in tourism we call these visits of shops, but I would love to show you some places where they have beautiful things. Even some of them I buy constantly for my friends when they have birthdays, or when I travel and I bring souvenirs and presents. We'll see what's happening to the people around the world. So we're starting, look at this place there and the noise there is disappearing. They're putting away and putting off the flower market for today, but I love this door. We'll be headed toward the door, but I need to turn around unless I will be walking backwards, which is highly unrecommended on these old streets of the old town. So I'm on the side of the cathedral. This is the cathedral, look, the whole wall, Cathedral of Ljubljana. And this is a seminary palace. Yeah, a place with the priests and the bishop and the archbishop, because Ljubljana has an archbishop of Slovenia that sits in this very cathedral here. So we'll be doing a nice introduction. I want to show you this place. I love it. It's not really souvenir shopping, is it? But it's a flower market. The lady there is very pleasant. They're selling flowers, which we adore. And at this time of the year, especially when the sun's coming out, we just want these colors, don't we? We want the flowers, we want the colors in our door, indoor, at home. And I also like this very entrance. The two giants, look at them, handsome guys. And it says Virtuti et Musis on top, virtues and muse probably. That's a good one. I'll have to check the translation. And then we still have further up as the flower market, which opens down there and it's now closed, with the open air market of Slovenia there. Closed, don't look, okay? So we are going to continue on the side of the cathedral with these beautiful flowers. Let's see what flowers we have here. Do you recognize any? I know the tulips. Well, I'm not a big expert on plants. I love the tulips though. They're mostly from Holland. Hi Holland, is there anyone there from Holland? Oh, so many tulips, it's a season now. Then we have some roses. I also recognize the roses. Dobar dan. Nice people here. And more roses. Does anyone want some flowers? I can bring you some. And more tulips there. Beautiful. My favorite ones are there. These ones. Let me smell them. What do you think? Shall we smell them? No, it's been a long day. Let's see down there. Camera. The lilies. And then some beautiful ones which I don't know the names of, and kind of sunflowers. I'm not a big fan of many different colors, but in flowers I can manage. I can have them, and I love them. Then they're putting the market away for today. It's over. I'm always here in the afternoon because I always want also others to see us, not just us in Europe. So I'm always trying to catch the time. This is now closed, to catch the time when most of us will be online. Also those of you who are in the States, or those of you who might be in China. I'm not sure if China can follow us. I was just thinking of asking my friends to join us, but I don't think they can follow Facebook unless they use a VPN magical software to cheat their government so they don't see where they're going to online. So I'm turning left here, passing by the cathedral, because I want to go onto the main street of the old town and start showing you some beautiful stuff that we have. You know, sometimes it's so sad. I look at the back, the main door of the Cathedral of Ljubljana. We've seen them in some of the previous videos we did. Walks, that was probably 2 walks back, if you follow. If not, you can take a look at that one. It was one Friday, the 26th of February. Oh my God, so many things to remember. I want to take you here first. So what I was saying is that so many shops nowadays closed, and I was just observing this coming here to meet you today. Look at that beautiful sun. Don't you just love it? I love it. It's so nice and warm. Oh, it's 11 degrees centigrade today, which is probably around 60 Fahrenheit, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it's quite pleasant and warm. And look at the nice cathedral behind me there. I love that statue. Old Gothic one. The statue, not the cathedral though. So it's a real pity that this corona pandemic now really closed so many beautiful places. I've been checking on the way here, coming to meet you today. A lot of them closed. We hope that they will open again soon, but who knows, Unfortunately, nobody could predict this and nobody could prepare for that, right? But as far as I've seen, my favorite ones are open, or at least they have their windows nicely put and shown for the exhibition. So we will be able to see some of them. We won't go in because I'm not wearing a mask, as you can see, no mask. But I want to show you some of the things. I'm not a big fan of big souvenir shops. I don't know how you feel about that. Those souvenirs that usually are sold and they look very, very similar everywhere around the world are not my specialty, and also I'm not fond of them. I really love designs. I love the handcrafts, work with the hands, where you can feel the soul of the person who did this. So one of most favorite shops is this one. Let me show you what I see in front of me. They have a super nice window today. That's one of the traditional things. What I really love about this shop is the fact that they are actually showing and selling the things of young Slovenian designers. Oh, look at me, I'm there. Hi. I'll just move so you don't need to see me. And that's so beautiful because there's so many different things. Let's see what they have here. The spices, chai latte. Anyone for chai latte today? Then we have white chocolate. Oh my God, you just add some hot water and there you go. So this window today is all about the spices. But if we take a better look inside, hopefully you can see. I'll move away. You can see the street better, don't you? But the inside's nice. It's an old building. Oh, somebody's coming out. but they are selling these beautiful cups with famous Slovenians. They're also selling some really nice traditional and modern designs. And whenever I'm here, I like to come and just say hi, because they're really nice people, you know. And also they personally know everyone. What I find so amazing, you know, and such a big added value, isn't it? When you actually buy from the people that know the person who did it, or even, as we will see later on today, you buy from the person himself, from the designer, from the person who with his own bare hands made something special, and you take this home with you and you just have it there. It's like inviting a good friend over to your house. I always feel like that. We have an old bookstore there. I'm gonna go in the shade now so you can see me better. The sun is really strong, and it's so beautiful that the sun now sets at 6 o'clock. Which means that I have a longer period of time in the afternoon to catch all of you online, because it's getting dark much later than 2 months ago when we started with these walks. Oh wow, it's already 2 months ago. Oh my god, I just love them, you know. I'm looking forward every week to do this walk. I feel like you're all here with me, even though I see there's 2 people watching now, but I know that there'll be more others watching later, or some of the people also joining us later, so it's great fun. Well, I'm having fun. I hope you're enjoying too. Then we have this beautiful store. We've seen it on one of our previous walks. The door's open. Let me do the front camera, the back camera. I think you'll see it better like that. It is the most, they say, let's see the name, Instagrammable place in Ljubljana. And there's a reason why, because the whole place is beautiful. As you can see, porcelain, Cathedral, that's the name of the shop. It consists of the name of the owners of the shop. And then it's all golden people. It's so beautiful. Let's take a look at what they have inside. Because, you know, that's also a workshop. In our last, I think, walk, look at me there, in the window. In our last walk, we had already took a look inside, and I told you that they make porcelain in there also. Not just sell it, the window's a bit dirty, but they make this beautiful jewelry. I love their cups for coffee or tea. Let's take a peek inside. Živijo! Alo, grem en meter noter. Oh, we can go inside. A imate omrežje? This is Katja, she's the owner. Don't you just love the place? I adore it. And I also like this double decoration, like the place where they're selling the cups. Look at them, they're so beautiful. It's so decorated. It's like this medieval, it reminds me a bit of Venice, 16th century, 18th century. Like this old place. But then where they work, it's like this proper workshop, you know. And they also have a kiln where they burn their porcelain, and once it's out, it's ready to go. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the chairs. Oh, I just love this place. I could live here. Would you move in with me? All of you guys from all over. Oh, it would be so nice. Anyway, we will leave Katja to work. Hvala. Se vidimo. Adio. Adio is a Slovenian for goodbye. Goodbye, adio is actually an Italian word, but we just use it because Italy is only an hour drive away from here. Then we have a chocolate shop. Don't worry, we won't go into all of the shops on our way, but just because she was there and, you know, she invited us in, and I'm not wearing a mask, so I try to not go too deep into the store for her to have problems if somebody would be checking. And we are in the Old Town, almost entering the Old Town, but there is one more jewel here just behind me. Sometimes there's somebody hanging above the entrance up there. Yes, she's there. And this, you know, I don't know how to do it. Like this one up, yeah, there, you see? Look at the shop. The up there. There she is. Let's come closer. I love her. this is a witch. I believe in the States you call her kitchen fairy. Well, in here we call her čarovnica, a witch, which is an old Slovenian tradition. Even Slovenians forgot about it because it's so old. We just know that witches are cool. Look at her on a broom. She's quite big, this one. They're selling smaller ones. It's not a tourist thing. Actually, it's an old Slovenian tradition to be having this witch always hang above the entrance into the house. So you can see it now. So that it's facing the entrance, riding a broom. And then, of course, they would be dressed up differently depending on what you like. But the witch would be there, and I call it, it's like a Slovenian feng shui system, you know, because the witch, in the way she rides her broom above the entrance into the house, protects the family living in the house. And she only lets in the good spirits and pushes away the bad spirits. And I mean, for me, this is just amazing, you know, to have a witch at the entrance into your house. Isn't it interesting? Or even you can have it above the kitchen table or in your living room. You can also have it in your toilet. I have no idea what the function there would be, but you will find your reasons if you like it. You can also see her in the reflection of the door in there. It's beautiful, the double fairy. And then this shop is actually marvelous. They have so beautiful stuff. I love those laces. We'll see a lace shop further up. I love these linen textiles and linen accessories for home they make, and then they close them and finish them off with the lace. Then there's these beautiful paintings of a traditional Slovenian painters. And so many stories, you know, this store is full of stories. It's just one of the places we should visit from the inside once, I feel, because it's amazing. Oh, look at me again. Hi there. I'm there. They have lots of bookshelves and so many different stuff that I usually stop there at every item that they sell. And I just go and explain and tell the story because it's so interesting, you know, to see from these prehistoric times. There's a person who does this by hand in an old traditional way. They still make pottery and vases, and they look the same. It's like black clay with white decoration inside, engravings that look like the pottery they found from 3,000, 4,000 years ago on the outskirts of Ljubljana. And this shop has everything they sell, has a certificate of arts and crafts, which means it's all handmade and it's all pure. It's not this thing that you sell to the tourists, you know. And now we are in the Old Town. I'm sure you will recognize this by now because we've been here probably already. I feel we've been here already 2 times. The Roba Fountain, right? And then the red church there in the distance, the center of the new town. And we are now on the square, which is called the town square because of the town hall on my left hand side. For a change today, let's go through the arcades so that you can get this feeling of Baroque times, you know. That's the 18th century. Enjoy now, look. I love it. It reminds me somehow of Italy. And there's, to the left hand side there, you'll see the entrance into the town hall. Inside you see the backyard there. We're not going in today, we have so many things still to see, but that's the entrance to the town hall. Let me turn around this camera. Okay, I'll trip over the dogs here. Do you like dogs? If so, let me show you the dogs. Hello. Hi, dogs. Ah, look, he likes us. I think he likes you, probably. Oh, he's gonna come and say hi. Hello, dog. Como je pa ime? Gal. This is Gal. J-A-L. Gal, kaj pa on? Bas. Bas. B-A-S. Bas. He's from Belgrade. Wow, he's a foreigner. And Gal?
He's from Ljubljana.
Gal is a true, real Ljubljanese. You can see it in his eyes. And these are two Ljubljana people resting and waiting for the mayor, probably. Hi. I've never seen them before. Don't think that we had arranged this, because we haven't. Okay, thank you, guys.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
I love dogs. I love all the animals. Dogs, cats. I love also hedgehogs. I also adore the water buffaloes. Do you like water buffaloes? I love them. They're so huggable. Huggable. Is that the word? Huggable. I also like donkeys in Morocco. And that's about it of my favorite animals. Look, they're having some coffee here. The shops are still closed in, especially the restaurants. We can't sit in, but we can take away. And then walk around like people are doing now. It's a beautiful day. They're walking around. This is the Old Town street. They're having a good time because it's nice and warm. I know, it's this talk of the weather, isn't it? It seems that all of us like to talk about the weather a lot. It's just this topic, you know, how to bring people together. You start talking about the weather, and there's one shop which is a very controversial one. I'm showing that one there, this one. We'll go closer, even though not much to see in the window. Controversial not because of the shop itself. It's quite a proper shop, a traditional one even, as you will see it written. It used to be written there, 1665 is the year when they made this company up there. It's called Rogaška, and you can see it's 1665 up there. It's a crystal shop from the south. I'm again there, southeast, west, north, southeast of the country, where they still have a factory. And I really like their stuff. I'm trying to bring you closer. Look, you have a nice view of the town hall there in the window. But their stuff are really nice. Yeah, there you see the glasses, the vases. And if you ever are invited onto a very important celebration in Slovenia, or maybe a wedding, a big birthday party, then people will really appreciate it if you bring them a present from Rogaška. It still has a name. They have these classical style products, and really Slovenians, we really appreciate them. And families are quite impressed if you bring a present like so. There you can see it. Why did I say it's a controversial store? Not connected to the shop itself, but to their owners. Look at this street. I just adore it. It says the name of the street there on the left hand side. You will see it up and read in Slovenian Ključavničarska ulica, which means the blacksmiths, those who are making keys, actually key makers. Do we say key makers in English? I'm not sure. The key maker street. It's an old medieval street that still looks like 14th century, 15th century, 13th century, minus the store on the right hand side. It has a nice decoration. Let's see there, some contemporary art, a channel with portraits on the floor, and this strange looking hand there. The hand is really strange. But you know, contemporary art, people love it or people hate it usually. There's the hand, and then you will be able now to see also the channel that leads down, with faces of people, right? As you can see. Wow. I hope you don't feel dizzy yet. I just traveled all across the street with you. And down there, the street opens onto the river banks of Ljubljanica River. And I like the lamps there. Aren't they marvelous? They're so old style. Even they're not old because they were renovated, but I just love the style. Yeah, so another interesting thing, you don't really expect to have in the old town here. It's a channel with faces in the channel, right? Why and how those faces are, I'll tell you some other time when we are here for a tour. We are only walking a bit today. It's a bit windy, so I have to put my hat on. Do you like my hat? I love hats. And here we are, walking in the old town. This street, it's so old, you know. You just have this impression of all these old centuries of people passing by, sometimes feeling like a ghost or two or three of them passes by when you walk. Only the good ghosts, not the bad ones, of course. And the point of this street is like it's the most central and the most touristic street of Ljubljana. And that's why it has so many stores that offer souvenirs, restaurants, bars, which are now closed, of course. But they offer this beautiful stuff, which is not only typical for Ljubljana, but also very typical for Slovenia. And there are two of them I would love to show you. Let's see if they have the windows on and open. They are. The first one, and hopefully so I'm not gonna promise you. Look, there's a restaurant behind me, closed. It's one of the good ones, you know. It's such a tragedy. I just really hope this finishes as soon as possible, and that we'll finally be able to travel and open these things up again. It's such a pity. People were doing really good, you know. Good food, good service, nice people, hopefully. So hopefully, maybe on Saturday, if we manage, because they're again closing the municipalities, but I might be able to take you for another tour live. And if so, we'll be going to the place where these things here come from. You love my hat, Tara? Thank you very much. I like it too. It's from Scotland, actually, you know. I bought this hat in a antique store in Edinburgh, under the castle. If you ever go there, it's beautiful. So the hat, Edinburgh, Scotland. And the store here, thank you for the heart. And the store here sells many nice things. Let's see if you can recognize any of those products. Can you see what's written there? In English also. Bath salt. Shopping in Ljubljana is amazing, was a comment. Oh, Jana, you also like my hat. And the earrings. Oh, the earrings are from China, by the way. I am so international, you know. I'm joking, but they really are Chinese. From a very, very little place, the earrings, in the south of China. And this place here is selling different produce made of salt. So what's so special about the salt, right? You will say, it's just salt. But you know that salt used to be sold. Salt used to be sold. Yeah, we can say that. In the old times for a lot of money. You can see also the prices here. If you wonder, those are all in euros. Slovenia is inside of the Schengen. So it's a European country. We've been using euro currency ever since 2007 now for many, many years. So what's so special about the salt, right? Well, you see, this salt comes from a tiny place in Slovenia of only 46.5, please be careful, 0.5 kilometers of an Adriatic coastline. And ever since the oldest times, I'm there again, hello. Ever since the oldest times of like 700 years ago, people have been producing salt in the salt pans of the region of Adriatic. They're closing the shop now. And this salt here is still produced in the very same way. So they're actually, you know, still producing it in the old style with old wooden equipment. And it's possible to visit the salt pans. They're now protected and one part of it's still active. And they also make this beautiful stuff of this Slovenian salt, not imported, which is a really interesting thing, because Slovenian market and production is really so small in all the things that we have to import most of the stuff, but not the salt. We still import it, right? But this one's quite traditional. It's good. They sell many different qualities of salt. They also sell black chocolate with crystals of salt. Imagine that. I love it. It's really like this bitter black chocolate, and it has crystals of salt. Hello. Then we have some stores with shoes and with purses, leather stuff, and something modern. I'm not gonna show you this plastic stuff. That's all imports from China, probably. Nothing against China though, but it's just, it's not Slovenian, right? But I see another one there, and I love it. And this is really one of my favorite stores, and the things they sell. And you can see it already on the outside what they're selling. It's still open, so they have a light on. They're selling Idria bobbing lace. You can see there the sign, lace, in all the languages, because we are very international. It is a store for tourists as well as for the locals. And what I like about it is that Idria, you see the name Idrijske Čipke, is a small town on a way toward Italy from Ljubljana, between the mountains of that region. And Idria has a very famous old mercury mine. The owner's in there. She's the owner. She's from Idria. She's also the designer. She also is doing and making the lace. You can see the bobbing equipment there inside. You can see it. That one there. Oh, it's zooming on my finger again. But the things that she's selling are so beautiful. That's all handmade. Just look at that scarf. I mean, Idria lace is really something. It's not only something because it's handmade, I mean, that's the best part of it, and because it's beautiful, but it's also been enlisted on the UNESCO World Heritage List, Idria. And its mercury mine is one of the only 3 UNESCO sites of Slovenia. A famous one, Slovenians all know it. We've been there, visited the mercury mine. It's now closed. It's been closed for some time, but it's there. And then if you like to eat, like myself, we all like to eat, don't we? Oh my God, what they're selling here. It's all stuff. Well, if you're good in illustrations, you will recognize a brown bear. And they're selling, it says, a salami of the brown bear's meat. Yeah, it's also written in English. Oh my God, I should just read, but I'm looking at you and then I'm not following what it says there. So Slovenian bear salami. The Slovenian bears are much kinder than this. I've never seen them having teeth like that, because I would probably only see it once and then I would not live anymore to see another bear in my life. But apparently they have these bear sausages. What do they have here on the right hand side? Potica and šunka is a ham. And then Krško down there, all the way on the bottom. This is a kind of a pig that lives in Krško in a part of Slovenia where they're so proud of their meat and animals. And Potica we will see also later, but I like this shop. It's kind of new, been here for maybe 2 years. They're selling lots of stuff. Do you want to see some wine? And myself with it. Look at the wine. Slovenia has a really good quality of wine. Mostly people don't know it abroad because we don't export much. We just drink it up here because it's really tasty and the production is not that big. But Slovenian wine is among the most successful ones even in the world. We got a lot of awards in London and abroad. And if you ever visit Slovenia, just try at least the wine. Or buy it for a present for somebody, or just, it is the wine. We have different wine regions, and mostly, well, I can't say mostly, Okay, we're gonna go on. But some regions are famous for their black varieties, others for the white varieties of wine. We also have the orange, proper orange colored wine without any additional color used. It's just that the color comes from the maceration process, which is a process that makes wine to become wine. And that maceration for the orange kind of wine is stopped halfway through, so it's like a production in between the red and the white varieties of wine that makes the orange wine. And now, if you like chocolate, you might want to see this one. I even like the bike. Isn't it nice? It smells of chocolate, my dear lovelies, all over the world. And it smells of dragons there. Look at the dragon. Chocolate, yes, but the dragon, no. It's not from here. It's on the bridge. This is a photo of the dragon on the bridge in Ljubljana. Those of you that already have been here, you know the dragons probably. And they are selling something Ljubljanese, like a traditional Ljubljanese chocolate. Here you can see it. Is not a Mozartkugel that they sell in Salzburg. And they have, Salzburg is in Austria. It's about 3 hours drive away from here. And those Mozartkugeln, they have marzipan inside, and they are with an image of Mozart, hence the name Mozartkugeln, right? Kugeln is a ball. But what you can see here, they are selling the dragon balls. Closer, closer. Ah, do you like them? Huh. And bigger balls. These eggs are probably here because of the Easter coming. I have no idea when is the Easter, do you know? Soon. Ah, I wish you could smell, Tara. I know. Let me transmit the smell. It smells of chocolate. It's milk chocolate. I can smell the honey. I can see the kids. Look how excited they are. Ah, no chocolate for them today, lovelies. But I'm a grown-up and I still will have no chocolate. But we can take a peek inside. Let's see what's happening inside. Lots of chocolate more. A nice smell. I like the decoration. I think with chocolate there's always have to be chandeliers and nice wallpapers. Hi. And lots of tasty stuff. Let's escape before I get in and I buy everything and I eat everything. And sometimes they have a stall here on which they do roasted almonds with cinnamon. And that's really a nightmare, my dears. Really, that smells like you can smell it all the way to my house, 5 kilometers away, and then it just drags you to come into the city center. I'm just joking a bit, not too much, just a bit. And I like this guy here. Oh, wait, I need to set you so you can see his face there. Ha! What do you think? He's handsome, isn't he? Ah, I'm hugging him now. Look at us. Hi, friend. He's too big for me. I seem to like smaller bears more. But nice nose. It's all handmade, you know. Tara, you like him. Shall I send him over to the States? Well, maybe he could fit the box. That's the name, Devor. But let me show you what they have. Because this is a special place. Look, that's the inside. I like the color. I also like that old frame to the mirror. You see it there. I love it. And all the stuff made of wood. The owner of this place isn't here at the moment, but the owner is actually, as far as I think he told me once, the guy studied or he practiced jewelry making. So he's a jeweler by profession. And then he decided to start making in wood. And all the woods he's using are Slovenian woods, mostly walnuts, I think. and oak woods. And you can see many different things made all in wood there. From high heels, as you can see up there. I just love them, the high heels. Until on the left hand side, the ties for gentlemen. The whole collection on the wall there. I just like it. Yeah, I know, I love it, Jana, me too. It's one of the nice places. What's really nice is that it's always closed. And whenever you're here, it's closed. But that doesn't mean that you can't visit. Usually, he's got his phone number on the entrance, and you just call him. And he lives up there in the first floor of the same building. And he comes and he sells you the bear. I'm not sure. I don't think he's selling the bear, though. Or maybe. And he sells you everything made in wood. I just like it. What I also like in the old town, look what's happening on the right hand side, is the sun. I like the sun, but what I really wanted to show you before I remember to show you the sun there, this is the street we're gonna take now, is that Ljubljana has so many of these inner yards, which usually you don't see, because look at this beauty. Because they're closed, these doors are usually closed, but the inner yards are fantastic, and it's the whole world. Look at this nice, I mean, it's obviously a commercial for cosmetics, but still I like this old buildings architecture. This is really medieval. It's a medieval part of Ljubljana. I also love those backyards. Look at this beauty. It opens, it gives you the sun, the fresh air. It's like your private heaven up there. One day, lovelies, when I'll be rich enough, I'll invite you for a cup of tea, and I'll be living here. Yeah. Let's get back to reality, shall we? Wanted to show you this backyard. Even, Ljubljana, people don't know it. They obviously know these places that have shops, but all of those buildings in the old town, they each have their own private heaven, like this. Let me enjoy for a second. Yeah, it's been a long winter. Let's go on. I got the energy. And so if you know anyone living in these apartments here, you can always visit, and then you see they have gardens even sometimes. They even have fountains sometimes. They have terraces climbing, because on the left-hand side up there, this is already the castle hill. Oh, I have another smell. Can you smell that? And this is my favorite place where I come for tea. It's in there. Oh my God, it smells. Let me try to describe the smell. I smell dry fruits. I smell some black tea, can be jasmine also. It's this combination of sweet and strong teas, because they're closed, right? The same as all the shops around here. But you can see the place from the inside. Sometimes you will be able to see my videos. I post them because this is like my living room. Whenever I need to come, and I do need to come every day if the shops are open, into the city center, I usually am here. I'm writing my Facebook posts here, Instagram, sitting in there, having a cup of tea. And the nice part of this place is not just that you can actually sit inside. Look there, somebody waiting, and have a tea. But the second part that we will see now, which I really like a lot, not just the window itself, you'll see the window there. These reflections are really disturbing, aren't they? But there's just no way. My camera likes to show you all of it. The background, the other side of the street, and also the window of the shop. They're selling these beautiful porcelain cups and jars and stuff for the tea. But the inside also, if you can see through the shelves there inside, I can see it, I'll show you. In there, they're also selling a selection of teas from all over the world. And that's the place you come to if you want to buy good tea in Ljubljana. They have Japanese teas, they have Chinese teas. I love buying my Assam tea here. They have also, well, all of my favorites. They also have fruit teas. They also have Slovenian herbal teas. Because whenever in Slovenia you mention a tea, the people of Slovenia always think of the herbal tea. They never ever think of black tea. It's just not our tradition. People have always had tea when they were ill. They would mix a combination of herbs, and it's been only for like in the last 15 years or so that the tea has started to come in to Ljubljana also, and people are starting to enjoy it like myself. But I usually still buy it in China whenever I'm in China. There's a nice row of people waiting here, waiting for coffee, because just next door from tea you have a nice coffee store. This is a bar where they have coffee from all over the world. I'm not a big coffee fan. Let me see what's happening inside. Somebody buying coffee, but it smells nice. And in the times of no corona, this is full of tables. Outside tables, it's gorgeous. Oh, I see Tara, you said you want to come back to Ljubljana. Well, whenever you're ready, we are ready. We are here and waiting for whoever wants to come for a visit Ljubljana. Whenever we open these things up, is ready, and we'll be so grateful to receive visitors. I have some more sun. Oh, and I just want to show you one more store and then we're done. I always see that the time goes so fast when we're having a good time together. But yeah, that's another thing here, which is funny. Unfortunately, they're renovating the facade, so you won't be able to see the sign with the name. That restaurant, Valvazor, is really nice. And I usually have my lunch here in Julia restaurant when it's open, of course. But what I like it is that this was an old restaurant, and we have Juliet on the right-hand side, and we have Romeo on the left-hand side, which is being not the place, but the facade renovated at the moment. But in the same street, right, we have Juliet and we have Romeo. And they're just across the street one from another, as it should be, separated. No, I'm joking. It's not a Slovenian legend, of course. Verona is about 6 hours drive away from Ljubljana, so not so far for us not to know the story. But anyway, everybody knows the story, right, of Romeo and Juliet, and we have our own here, Juliet, Romeo, the two lovers. And lots of stores here closed at the moment, and nothing really to see, but I did wanted to show you one more before we conclude this walk today in the Old Town, which I love so much. It's such a nice afternoon walk. I feel like you're here with me. It would be so nice to have you here, but since you can't be, this is the closest we can get to being together. And there's some other stores here which I don't find that attractive. I like this door there behind in the background. Look, an old palace. Isn't it beautiful? There's so many, here. I can show you some facades, and the feeling of the street is like this at the moment. The facades are all renovated after the earthquakes and all old, at least 200-300 years old. So you have this beautiful street line, which I like a lot. And with these shops, especially when they are open, even more. Look now, this is a beautiful image of Old Town Ljubljana. Do you like it also? I just love it. It's like this. Well, it's my hometown, but still, I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. It feels small and narrow, and it feels very medieval in style. It's like this medieval part of the city. It's actually the only street of the medieval city that we have. And I wanted to show you this one on the left-hand side. also closed, but still it's called up there Osem Pekarna, and they are making their own bread. Pekarna means a bakery. They're making their own bread, and what I like is that they always only make that much, and when they sell it, it's done for the day. They do have working hours on the door, you can see it there, but they usually sell it before the working hours and then it's closed. And it's beautiful, a nice lady. Maybe once, if we're earlier than today, I can show you how the bread looks like. It's mostly the sourdough bread, which is getting really popular now in Slovenia. It's also very healthy, we were told, and people love it. Lots of people also make it at home now. They specialized in it during the corona times, and it's like this healthy variation of the bread without using the proper industrial yeast that some people are sensitive to. So sourdough bread is the thing with different kinds of flour, from rye flour to buckwheat flour. Sometimes they put also walnuts inside, and it's just fantastic with this crust. I'm speaking of bread too much, am I? I just love speaking of food so much. We should do a food tour once together. Which bread has the lady made you? Mark, you're too late. The lady already sold out all the bread. Unfortunately, you'll have to come another day when the bread is fresh. And well, what do you think? The name is Potica there. Slovenian traditional sweet bread, as I call it. It's a bread roll filled with nuts and different fillings, and it usually comes as big as the model you see there. So they're usually much bigger than the ones they sell here, this one or that one there. You can also see and buy the dish to make it, but I like those cute little ones that they're selling here. They're so adorable. It's like 3 bites and it's done when it's open, of course. And this is a proud bread of Slovenia. Each of the Slovenians, I do know how to make it. If you want a recipe, let me know. It's not so easy to make it. It's bread, it's made of yeast. It takes a lot of love and care to make it, but once you do, you just love it. And then I put some butter on it, and I just have it as a snack or as a dinner or as a breakfast. And we will be making those massively in the times of Easter now coming up. But before Easter, I'm sure that we'll meet again. It seems that we all like to meet once a week and do these live virtual walks in Ljubljana. And next week, I already have an idea where to take you, but I'm not going to tell you. So I'll let you know on time if I can. Sometimes it's a bit unpredictable, so I don't I can't really plan ahead time. And I let you know, like today, 4 hours beforehand. So I still hope you can make it live. And even if not, this recording is available later on my Facebook profile. I also add it to my YouTube channel. I will add the link, we call it a link. I will add the link in the description box below. For today, I think I will slowly leave you, let you enjoy this Wednesday. I hope you're having a beautiful day and nice weather like here. And if you enjoy the walk, I would be really happy if you could buy me a tea or a coffee. It will be a very fast procedure. I will put the link in the description box below, but it really makes so much difference, because that will allow me and enable me to make more videos for you in Ljubljana. Plus, I will be really grateful. These are not the times for tourism. I love doing these walks, but I also would like to know if you like them or if you have any wishes to do something else or any other place in Ljubljana. So please let me know, comment, please share this video if you liked it. Let me know if you want to buy any of the things we saw. I maybe even can arrange it that one. And if not, anyway, I will let you go with all these beauties that we saw today. A bit different of a walk, not so much a walk, then it was also a little blink into the tradition of Slovenia and Ljubljana as well. So if you ever need to buy any presents for whoever from Slovenia or for Slovenians themselves, now you already know what people would love and what you can get on the main street of the old town. That's of course not all of it. We have other shops and other places and parts of Ljubljana as well, but this is some of those things that I really like, and I really wanted to share them with you. So I wish you a really nice day, and have fun, have a good tea, and have a nice rest in your sofa at home. Goodbye world. See you.